Hi everyone, welcome back to the new video, and today we are talking about SQL injection and how you can exploit it using Claude. But I'm also going to show you which one is better, SQLMap or Claude, in finding the SQL injection vulnerability. So as you can see, I have my juice shop running over here, but don't think that this is going to be a simple SQL injection because it's not. So over here we can see that this is the search bar, and you can simply search in for anything over here. And as you can see in the search bar, we have the Q parameter that basically takes the user input. So I'm going to type quote here, and if we quote it simply says no results found, we're not like getting any error that confirms that we broke the syntax or something. So in web application, there are many type of features, and these features take user input. For example, if I want to comment something here, then this is taking my input. Even this could be vulnerable to SQL injection, not just search. Anything that is taking user input and that user input is being used to fetch something from the database, then it might be vulnerable to SQL injection. See how it's interacting with the database. If you look at the webalizer, we can see the technology is being used, but we don't see what database this application is using. I mean, of course, this application is fetching data from somewhere. There is definitely a database, but we don't know what's its type, what's the version of it. It's literally a blind approach. So if you look at the endpoints, for example, if I click on inspect and go to rep plus, not just rep plus, if I just go to network tab, reload this, and let me search for something. If I search it, so here we have a get request, and the path is rest product search and Q parameter. This is the same Q parameter that we see in the search over here. It's actually using REST API. That's why we see REST over here. Even if it's not written REST, you can find out that it is using REST simply by looking at the response. It is returning JSON data like this. This is definitely REST. If it was GraphQL, the format would be different, as you know it. Anyways, so there are different type of searches. I mean, if you were looking for SQL injection, you would simply see in the UI, okay, the path looks like this. I can simply copy it and give it to SQLMap, and it will start probing it by using different payloads. But now you know by looking in the networks tab, or if you use Burp Suite, that there is another endpoint like this, and the path is actually different here. It's REST product. So this is a way of analysis, and that's where we are going to test for SQL injection. So this is the path, as you can see over here, and we are getting this response. This response is nothing sensitive. If I simply type, let's say mango, we're gonna get success, but we don't have any products related to mango. That's why we are seeing no results. But let's go orange. Pretty sure there's orange. Yeah, there is. So we have an orange juice here, and okay, we have other details like price, deluxe price, images, created ad, updated ad. So how many fields are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 fields. Now you must be thinking, why am I counting it? If you look at the fields, it will tell you how many columns the table has possibly in the backend. So we have a table called products, and that product table consists of all the juices that this application is offering. Like in this case, we have orange juice, apple juice, banana juice, different. So all of these products are there in a specific table called products. Now this is my assumption that the name of the table is product, but this product table also have columns, right? And every value is fetched from a particular column. So ID is fetched from column number 1, name is fetched from column number 2, and so on up to 9. It means there are 9 columns in the backend. I haven't even started exploiting it yet or used payloads, but this is just me analyzing the response. I can test here manually, but I don't want to test here manually. Let's just go to my Linux terminal, and as you can see, I have SQLMap over here. So I'm going to type the SQLMap command -u. I'm going to provide the URL, and then I'm going to provide level. I think there are 2 dashes for level. Let's say 3. Let's go 4. And -a for all. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Let me just copy it and confirm. Okay, dash A for all and dash level 4. Okay, cool. Let's hit enter. So it's saying testing for SQL injection on get parameter Q. And it found out that the DBMS is SQLite. Do you want to skip test payload specific for other DBMSs? Yes, we don't want to waste time there. And we're gonna go with SQLite. Cool, now this is what people were doing, all the researchers were doing before any AI dropped in. So that's why I'm gonna be using Claude after this test to see if Claude can find the SQL injection there and how it finds it. Most likely it will find it, but I'm curious how it will find it and how it's better than this tool, SQLMap. Okay, it's sure taking its good time over here. And it's trying different type of payloads, as you can see. This is hosted in my local host, so I can simply see the logs here as well, what's happening. So these are the logs. We're getting SQLite error for these payloads that were tried, incomplete input, syntax error. So as you can see, it's not a simple SQL injection, not at all. And that's why I'm testing it here. Meanwhile, it's doing that. Let's go back to my browser. And I'm gonna search for Postfigure SQLite injection payloads. Yeah, here's the cheat sheet. Okay. So as you can see, we have different payloads for different types of databases. We have for Oracle, Microsoft, PostgreSQL, MySQL. We don't see SQLite here. So let's go back here. SQLite cheat sheet, SQL injection. Okay, payloads, all the things. So here we have some commands. Oh, and I noticed that a lot of people are enjoying the latest members only video where I was exploiting MCP on a live target. So if you haven't joined yet, I think you should if you're really interested in live hacking or live hunting. You can find the link from the description. Okay. So let's go back to the terminal. And what's the progress? Why it's so damn slow? So that's its natural speed for a lab. That's crazy. Get parameter Q is vulnerable. Okay, finally. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, let me open my Claude app now. Okay, so I've opened that URL over here on my Chrome browser and I have my Claude code on the right side. So this is the URL that we want to test for SQL injection, and let me start writing my prompt now. Your goal is to find the SQL injection vulnerability. Start by testing what database it is using and look for the number of columns available in a particular table. Find one sensitive table and output its data here along with the query. Okay, so honestly, I believe that your prompt should be more detailed, but for testing in this case, I think this is enough. Let's see how it tests. But before that, look that we have the model 4.6, SONET 4.6. So we're going to change it to Opus 4.6. Okay, cool. So let's go. I actually utilized 75% of my weekly limit, so I'm gonna be using the rest of it for this testing, but I think I'm gonna get it back in the next maybe 7 hours, I think. So, okay, allow Claude to fetch. We're gonna allow. It started fetching, fetched. Basic search query and juice shop. Yeah, we have to give it permissions. Like when you're testing with Claude Code, you have to give it permissions. I also had to change my working directory because I'm using a different one, but for testing this specific case and recording it, I used a different folder. I'm calling it test, as you can see. So running test SQL injection with comment syntax. Test SQL injection with comment, and it's using curl to do it, as you can see. And it tried this, and it got the response success with no data yet. Ran test if SQLite with union select. Okay, allow Claude to run extract all user data from the users table. Holy okay. This, let's just allow once. I'm gonna tell you why I'm so impressed right now in a few seconds. Let's just look at the command. This is the command. It's extracting. Holy guys, we got all the response over here. And as you can see, it was much faster than SQLMap. It literally wasted so much of our time. And cool, we got the sensitive table along with the password hash and everything. As you can see, it's showing me the table because I specifically asked for the output over here. Okay, now let me tell you why I'm impressed. Because when I was running this test using SQLMap, I already knew that, okay, there is a users table in this application, and let's see if this tool can, start testing it and show me. But it was literally doing random things, literally trying random payloads and throwing it in that queue parameter and literally trying multiple things. And in the end, finally, it was able to find all the databases. And then it started fetching some things, which is not very important to us. But the biggest point is it took a while. So it was testing for random payloads, and that wasn't a smart way to do it. It was just checking what hits. But the case is different here. Let me show you. If I go up, more up, yes. So I told it to first start testing by what database it is. So it looked, okay, that was the database. Now let me test for SQL injection and identify the database, and it found the database, and it did it using this particular command. And then it confirmed it already, and also confirmed that the database is SQLite, and there are a total number of 9 columns. As I said, it used the union select and did it much faster compared to SQLMap. This approach was like more smarter, and as you can see why Opus 4.6 is considered a smarter model. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I'm just genuinely impressed. Okay, we got the whole table. 6 admin accounts exposed with MD5 hashes. Passwords are stored as unsalted. Additional sensitive fields like TOTP secret and deluxe token were also extracted. And user worstbrought has an exposed TOTP secret. Cool. This is amazing. So these are the extra key findings that we are getting, which SQLMap wouldn't have told us. And you also have the POC now, as you can see. Union select, and then selecting all the particular columns from the users table. Cool. And here's the impact. So let's go back over here, refresh. Okay, we did solve the challenge, right? I saw a green message. I think we refresh, we're not seeing it anymore, but let's go back to the terminal. And yeah, as you can see, solved DB schema challenge and Union SQL challenge. Both of them. Cool. That was really cool and fun testing it. So yeah, that's it for this video. Just wanted to demonstrate you how you can utilize these tools, which one's better. It was kind of like a comparison video more than like a walkthrough tutorial, but I think we are getting faster with finding bugs, so that's why it is more important now to see which works faster. And I think Claude is pretty good in that. Okay guys, hope you really enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.